Hey, hey, do you remember the Persephone's potion pour that I did in the spring? Where I did it on a live stream, and then I shared a series of clips over time from that piece and the pink moon painting and something else. I went to edit the long form of that video to put up on YouTube and some of those others coming up this fall. I have some other series that I want to edit coming up this fall, specifically like my Penhurst painting and my commission painting. I have two Penhurst paintings and a commission painting. Those are the series I want to run like in the fall. And I want to go back and do like all the spring paintings, full versions on YouTube. And then I have more to work on later, but I'm sitting here. I did Aphrodite's Twinkle before I left, where I didn't record it. Aphrodite and Twinkle are pigments from this little piggy. And since I'm a Persephone devotee, that came out weird. Since I'm a Persephone devotee, that came out like that again, kind of. That's how I say that, I guess. I'm not wanting to use Aphrodite again. I like Aphrodite once in a while, but Persephone is my main, like, Persephone and Hecate are like two of my main goddesses, and Artemis and Selene. But anyway, off track. I did the Persephone's potion pour, and I figured out the amount of like colors to use, and how much or how little. Like I practiced with that a few times before my commission, and that's how I did my commission, I think. And the Fraggle Rock painting is my favorite. It's that's where I found like the perfect balance of the heavier, more opaque colors, and then the metallic gold that I put in there that kind of breaks up the colors and kind of gives them an overlaid look together. I'm hoping that I can get my piggies to do the same thing. So I'm sitting here thinking about using some of the Persephone inspired colors from the Persephone's potion pour from the first one that I did. Where one of my favorite colors to use when working with Persephone, I think, is berry. The berry color from Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby in the premix pouring paints. It's like a deep burgundy color, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I like one with like a little bit of a purplish tint too, like a deep dark, like berry, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Berry, crimson, burgundy. But I'm going to use some of the pouring paints and thicken up my Twinkle piggy and do a Persephone's potion pour and see if I can get the same effects as I get from using like gold from the Master's Touch pouring paints. Because if I can, then I'm going to start coming up with my I have a paint mix that I used to use whenever I used to use paints that I mixed myself a long time ago, and I love that recipe. But I want to like cut down the ingredients, and I want to try something else because I've gotten so used to using the pouring paint consistency. I want to make my tube paints into that consistency, and I don't think it will require as much of the tube paints as it did with my other pouring medium. But I still think they'll come out the way that I want them, where they interact with each other and give like a transparency, but they each like maintain their own barriers so that they don't muddy. That's my hope, that's my goal. But I'm gonna work with the piggies with the pouring paints first before I start trying to make sure I can get the Persephone's potion pour the way I want with the piggy and the pouring paints. And then I'll start adding in like a tube paint with the mix, because I've used tube paints and mixed it down to the consistency to match pouring paints before, and it's worked really well. So, yeah, that's like, I want to perfect the Persephone's potion pour so I can teach you how to do it. And this is a way longer than I meant for it to be. My guides say not to waste time editing, so I'll just put it up. And TikTok and YouTube, and then Facebook will just get like a minute 30. So yeah, have a good night. I'm gonna go paint. I'm gonna paint Persephone's Twinkle. I don't know if I'm gonna record it or if I'm just gonna go for it without all the stuff in the way. And if it works out, then I can come back and show you like on a live. I think that's a good idea. Yeah.